What we want to do certainly is, and this is one of the reasons why we're also opposed to HS2, is we want to really rebalance our economy regionally. There's been far too much focus with the financial sector, focus on London and the southeast. So we've got a real problem of imbalance and lack of economic opportunity in far too many areas of the country. So what we need is a real rebalancing, building strong local economies where there's lots of economic opportunities, business opportunities, jobs opportunities.
Sounds lovely. How would you do that?
Well, what we need to do, one of the things is we need to move the focus away from the financial sector, bring manufacturing and food production back to Britain. And, people may recall when this government first came in, they were talking a lot about rebalancing the economy. And what we've seen is really this huge focus on the financial sector and huge focus on big business. So we were talking before the break for the traffic about how we actually need to make big multinational companies pay their taxes. And at the moment, it's really tough for small businesses to compete against big business because, there's not too many local greengrocers or local small manufacturers who've got 10 subsidiaries in the Cayman Islands where most of their profits mysteriously end up. If we make big business pay their taxes, pay their staff properly, and that's, we're calling for the minimum wage to be a living wage, and also treat their small suppliers properly. And I think we've seen lots of scandals emerge about how big business is really using its market power to grind down small business.
I'm really sorry to interrupt, but you're telling us what you would do, but you're not telling us how you would achieve it.
Well, in terms of rebalancing the economy, at the moment we've got this huge financialisation built around privatisation.
So how would you get manufacturing back to places like Staffordshire and Cheshire?
Well, what we need to do is really encourage the small business, provide the transport opportunities, provide work on the banks to ensure.
But you don't want HS2?
Well, HS2, I think, as we've seen from the Economic Affairs Select Committee this week, the case. Any kind of economic case for HS2 simply hasn't been made. It will focus money, people and resources even more on London. What we need to do, we need a huge transport investment, but we need to start with that, with local buses. We need to start with train services that don't focus on London but cross the country, intra-regional train services. We need a big investment in transport. But
isn't that HS2, an intra-regional train service?
Well, as I said, not focused on London was. Well,
the argument in Cheshire is that it would focus on Cheshire and allow people better access from Cheshire to London and Manchester.
The last figures I saw from HS2 said that 75% of the journeys would be people going into London. There's a real risk that this will focus even more on London.